Have you ever seen people use script.parent somewhere and you had no idea what it meant? Well, don't worry, because at the end of this video you'll understand it perfectly. If you learn anything from this video, please subscribe and join the Discord server for any questions you have or just to hang out with people. Before we get into the scripting side of it, you need to know what a parent actually is. So what is a parent? A parent is basically a thing that contains another object. So workspace is here, and this blocky park bench is inside of workspace. So workspace is the blocky park bench's parent. As you can see in here, it will say parent somewhere here. Parent workspace. Now you need to know what a child is. A child is basically the opposite of what I said before. So the workspace is the parent of blocky park bench, and blocky park bench is the child of workspace. I don't know if it says it in here. No, I don't think it does. But yeah. So basically a child is something that's in another object. Now you're probably thinking, why do I need to learn this? Well, mostly all the games that you've played in Roblox have used this technique, getting the script.parent or the parents of objects or anything, because without it, it's impossible to path find and get other things for functions and how anything really works. So how do we use parents in scripting? So I'm gonna let you spawn a part in. You can make it any type of part. You can make it a sphere, wedge, corner wedge. It doesn't really matter. But then I want you to click this little plus beside it and insert a script. Not a local script or a module script, just a normal script. And then I want you to do local, and then whatever your variable name is, I'm just going to do part, and then you're going to do equals script.parent. So basically what this script does is tells the server that this variable here is equal to script.parent. So if we look in here, script.parent is the parent of script, which is the part. And then we're going to do print part. So it should print the part's name in workspace. Yep. So if we change this to whatever name we want it to be, we changed it to some random name, like we change it to that, it will print Aussie better in the output. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Also, you might have noticed that I changed my theme to black theme. It's because this guy was commenting it on my video and his eyes were hurting, so I got you, bro, I got you. And now it's the quiz. I want you to import a part into workspace and insert a script in it, and then I want you to print the part's name as we were doing before. If you don't understand how to do this, just go back in the video, like, I don't know, what was it, like 20 seconds, and just rewatch that. But don't copy it, try it yourself and just learn it and try and memorize it. Okay, so you should have done something like, you should have spawned in your part, any type of part that you wanted, a sphere, whatever one. It doesn't really matter about that. And then you should have inserted a script into it and done local part or whatever your variable name was and equals script.parent. Then print your variable name, and then it will print the name of the part in it. Okay, so now that you know how to do that, if you don't quite understand that, go back in the video and I'll explain it again. If you understand that, then you're going to move on to this next part. Let's say you don't want it to keep the same, you don't want the part to be in workspace when the script runs. Let's say you want it to be in replicated storage. If you want it to be in a storage unit, then you can do part.parent equals game.replicated storage. Don't just do replicated storage, otherwise it will think you have a variable, unless you do this, local replicated storage equals game dot. Unless you do that, don't just do this. Otherwise it will think you made a variable, but if you did make a variable, then that's fine. But if you didn't, then you're gonna have to do that. So when this script runs, it's going to get the part, it's going to get the parent of the script, which is the part, and make a variable equal to that. And then it's going to make another variable called replicated storage, and make that equal to replicated storage. And then it's going to make the part's parent equal to replicated storage, and then it's going to print the part's name. As you can see, it prints the part name, and the part is in here. See? One thing I forgot to mention, you can also put a bunch of these in here. So you can put a bunch of like different things. If there's multiple models or folders and you want to get out of there, then you can do script.parent.parent, or how many .parents there are until you get to the thing that you want to get. So if I do local part equals script.parent.parent, then it gets the part variable and makes it equal to script.parent.parent, which is basically the script's parent and then the script's parent's parent. So basically the script's grandparent. So now that you know how to do all this, I want you to get the part that you made before, or if you delete it, just make a new one. Then change the parent of that when the server starts to anything you really want, just as long as it's not in the same parent as it starts in. So if it starts in replicated storage, then it can't be in there. It can parent it to workspace, but you can't parent it, you can't just like keep it in replicated storage. This is just for the quiz. You can keep it in replicated storage, don't worry. So what you wanted to do is basically let me just get this out of the folder. Basically you just wanted to do what I did here and just get the replicated storage or whatever you made it. So if you made it like lighting or something, you had to do it just gets the lighting and then change this to lighting, or you could just do this, which is way simpler but less like, you know. Yeah, so basically that just parents it to lighting when the script runs. So basically that's what you should have done. If you did something different, then that's fine as long as it worked. But if it didn't work, then I recommend going back a few seconds in the video and just watch it back. If you made it through this video, which you obviously did because you're listening to me right now, then congrats, you know exactly what child and parent means in Roblox Studio. If you want further tips on how stuff works, then join my Discord server in the description and comments for more advanced stuff or any questions that you have to ask.